about chicks.
Guy.
Wow.
And so you're single again.
I ain't single.
She's single.
Cool. We'll talk after the show. All right. So we have a caller on the phone. His name's Christian. He's 15. He's from Nebraska. And I'm going to let him ask his question on air here in a second. All right. So, Christian, are you with us?
Yes.
Christian, thanks for holding on. And by the way, guys, if you haven't called in yet or you've been trying to call in, you're probably going to have to sit on hold for a while. If the phone's busy, keep on trying because we have a lot of calls coming in.
Don't ever give up.
Don't give up. Have confidence.
Don't give up. Have confidence.
Believe in yourself.
Yes. Christian, what is your question?
I've been losing a lot of courage into talking to this one girl at school. I see her walking around halls a lot, and how do I gain that courage back?
So you've lost courage in the hallways of your school. You see this girl you like, and you don't really know how to get the courage to go up to her? Is that the question?
Yeah.
How well do you know her? Do you not know her at all?
Not really.
So she's pretty much like a stranger.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any classes with her? Is there any other times you see her besides, walking in the hallway?
There's 2 classes.
You have 2 classes with her? And lunch. Wow, perfect. Okay. You just got to talk to her. I keep on saying this every episode, but you can keep waiting and not do anything, and then you won't ever talk to her, and you'll never get her out on a possible date. Or you have to build up the courage and just do it. You just have to do it.
And is there something in common that you can talk to her about?
Well, he wouldn't know yet. He would have no idea
but he obviously is taking interest in this girl. I'm sure he knows something about her.
What is it?
He knows about her that they have the same class.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, there you go.
You have to use that. See, okay, here's the deal. If you don't know her at all, then yes, that's the advice. You just go do it. But you have you have something to work off of. The fact that you have a class with her, you should go up to her after class and start talking to her. And it's not going to be weird because you have the same class. And just start talking about class. Start talking about anything. Even just ask her a question about, what was the homework assignment yesterday or something, anything like that.
Conversation. See if you guys have chemistry. You'll know, by sitting down if she's open at least to.
Right. You might start talking to her and then she'll sound like Ashley did in the beginning of the show.
Totally. She'll be like, "What's that guy?" And you'll be like, "I do not like this chick."
I would still like a girl with like a big head thing on.
And lisp.
And a lisp. A really loud kind of smush sound. Is that weird? I'm into that.
Christian, you still there?
Yeah.
So how does that sound? Is that something you think you can do?
Pretty good.
All right, Christian's good. All right, Christian, thank you for calling and let us know what happens. Sign up at the forums if you haven't already and let us know what goes down, okay?
All right.
Thank you, buddy. Good luck. Go up to her and talk to her ASAP. All right, so that was Christian from Nebraska.
It's courage, too, knowing what's unique about you and showcasing that in some sense.
Right.
That's
so is it courageous to have this radio show? Do I have a chance?
It is courageous, Kyle. You're a courageous man.
Say that with the lisp.
Kyle, you're a courageous man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I am not turned on at all.
Talk to her, Christian.
I love this. Okay, so we have, I guess, our first question. This was sent in. Let's see here. Oh, here's a question for Ashley. Why don't we start with this one? Hey, Ashley, my question for you is, do you usually make the first step, or do you think the guy should? In general, are you more outgoing or shy when it comes to flirting? XO. XO.
That's an interesting question. I'm outgoing because I like hanging out with guys. I get along with guys usually a little bit better than girls. But when it comes to making the first move, I do sometimes get a little shy. But then again, I go back to, if I was to sit down with a girl in high school and being confident with themselves, sometimes you kind of just got to take charge and take those chances because if you don't, you never know what'll happen.
Right. So you're outgoing enough to actually go do these things.
For sure.
I can see that.
I know I just yelled in the microphone again. For sure.
That's okay.
I'm here. I'm present. No, but I'm also kind of a crazy chick in a sense too, where well, I kind of sometimes do weird things where I'll just do a cartwheel to see how people react. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of like.
That's what you do to get attention, to cartwheels.
So, yeah, here's what interests me. So you're on Hollywood Boulevard. It's 10 p.m. You're walking down the street. You see a cute guy. You do a cartwheel?
No. I just might smile and be like, hi, and do my stupid giggle because that's what I do when I get a little nervous. But then sometimes I guess what I do when I'm nervous is I act crazy. Like I'll just do a cartwheel or I'll do like a little crazy dance.
I do the same
something.
thing. When I get nervous, I act a little bit like over the top.
That's what I'm saying. I just kind of do outlandish
because
things.
we're performers.
Well,
Totally.
You're overcompensating for what you think is,
it's a performance.
You being
thing.
nervous. So instead of being nervous, you just get crazy.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I guess every situation is different, but I like to be a little out there and then see if they can at least handle that.
What is your number one like flirting move?
Good question.
I know it sounds
You
cheesy.
want to make this guy know that you were into him. What are you going to do?
Oh, into him. I would make that known. Either his friend or somebody. I mean, if I didn't personally get to say, I'd like to hang out with you or get his number and text message him, I would make sure that...
No, I mean like you just met this guy right now.
I just met him.
And you want to let him know on the spot that you're into him. You're flirting.
Flirting, yeah. A smile, and then if I was going to be aggressive, I would get the number.
So
Really?
you'd go get the number. Wow, that's actually amazing because
that.
a lot of women wouldn't get the number.
Well,
They would wait for the guy to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Like, women, we're independent now.
Did you ask for my number or did I ask for yours 2 years ago?
Oh, God, I don't know. It was a little fuzzy.
You guys were
That
drunk.
moment in time. I would definitely make the first move if need be and nothing was going on. But if I was really intimidated and felt kind of like, oh my God, this guy's like really hot and kind of got nervous, I might possibly go do the roundabout thing and
So,
be like,
Ashley
talk to his
Roberts.
friends.
Right. Yeah, talk to the friends.
Yeah.
Talk to the friends. We always give that advice.
Oh, yeah, that's great
I think
advice.
that friends is a must in a sense because at the end of the day, okay, you see a hot girl or guy and you think that you're really into them, but you really don't know anything about them. Like honestly, looks are hot if you're looking for a hookup situation, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to have some type of connection with somebody and your personalities clash or there's nothing that you really have in common, it's not really going to work out anyways.
Exactly.
Well,
I agree.
I want to
completely.
say something. This is actually a great point. I kind of want to bring this back to Christian for a second. So I just want to tell everyone out there. This is like people think that really hot girls. So Ashley, I would consider you a very hot girl. I would, if I wanted to tell the listeners what you would look like, I would
Thanks,
say,
Tripp.
not when you do that, but when you shut your mouth, you're pretty.
Whoa!
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Tripp, you just lost major points.
Oh
man.
boy, see, don't be mean. No, she's a very hot girl. I would consider her a 10. Did I get you back there?
God,
Okay,
yeah, okay.
perfect.
Really? I would go for a 7. I mean, there are definitely things that are 10-ish.
Kyle, did I come on the show?
I'm kidding.
Because, yeah. Anyways,
I'm
Tripp,
kidding.
what were you saying?
She's a
So-
10 plus. Ashley's a 10 plus in my books.
Easy killers. Okay, what were you
So
asking?
being a 10, even a girl like this gets nervous.
Oh, 100%.
Even guys coming up to her and talking. I think guys think that when they go up to girls and they're trying to hit on them or trying to get them, that they're all like cool and they're just kind of like, okay, well, what do you got to say? No, they're nervous too. Everyone gets a little nervous. Like that's completely natural. So I want this Christian guy to realize that when he goes up to the girl that he wants to talk to, it's not going to be just like him on the stage like freaking out. She's going to be a little nervous. So that should make you feel a little bit better about approaching this girl, knowing that it's not just you out there like in the water like all alone scared.
I think, too, if you live in fear and you never go after what you're afraid of, you don't really conquer anything. You're just kind of stuck and stagnant. So if you think
Right.
about it like in the big scheme of things, like at the end of the day, we're here on Earth, we're doing our thing. Do you want to walk away and be like, okay, I tried, I might have fallen on my face, but at least I tried?
Exactly.
I mean, I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but
No,
like,
it's
there's
absolutely
things
true.
that I am so insecure about. Sometimes I even go in the studio and I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be able to hit that note? I mean, these are little things where people might look at me from an outside perspective and be like, well, she's confident, she's got everything in the world, but I don't. I'm human.
You have a
and
Mercedes.
I'm constantly
Right.
going through things. No, but and you have to like, where fear is almost where you should kind of go, because that's where the challenge is.
And that's
Right,
where
and
you
that's where the
grow.
fun is.
And that's where the
That's
fun
where
is.
the fun is ultimately. I've always found fun in like trying things I'm afraid of that I won't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I think I almost can accomplish, but I know I can if I try really hard. I love those
And
challenges.
you might get like 10 or 15 like hell knows falls on the face, but
Yeah.
if you get one really awesome one that you actually conquered, you're like,
Right.
okay.
And that's
all
why I
right.
only date 10 pluses.
Totally.
And that's
Kyle.
why every girl that comes on the show, eventually one of them will go on a date with Kyle. It will happen. I believe in you.
It gets hot and cold in here, guys.
I know. Keep drinking.